Hey, Falcons Nation! Listen, what I'm about to tell you is going to blow your mind. We're not just talking about another front office hire here. We're talking about a seismic shift that could change everything about how this franchise operates for the next decade. And I know what you're thinking, oh great, another executive move, wake me up when it matters. But hold up! Because the connections, the timing, the chess moves being made behind the scenes right now, this is the kind of stuff that separates championship organizations from pretenders. There's a name circulating in Atlanta right now that has some people excited and others questioning everything. But here's what I can tell you, this guy has been part of building winners. He's been knocked down and gotten back up, and he's got connections to our organization that run deeper than you think. Stay with me, because by the end of this, you're going to understand exactly why this might be the most important hire the Falcons make in 2026. But before I drop this bombshell and reveal the name that's got the entire building buzzing, I need to know you're serious about this team. If you're tired of missing the insider info, tired of being the last one to know what's really happening with your Falcons, then it's time to lock in. Smash that subscribe button like you mean it. Press that notification bell so you never miss when we break news first. And drop a comment telling me if you think this front office move is genius or madness. The real dirty birds are building something special here, and we only want the diehards who are ready to rise up with us. Are you in or are you out? Subscribe now and let's get into this exclusive intel. Alright, let's get into it. Ian Cunningham. The Chicago Bears assistant general manager is officially on Atlanta's radar. And folks, this is not just another interview request. This is strategic. This is calculated. And the more you dig into this, the more it makes perfect sense. Now, I know some of you are already typing in the comments, who is Ian Cunningham? And that's fair. This isn't a household name like some flashy coordinator or a GM who's been in the spotlight. But let me tell you something, sometimes the best moves are the ones nobody sees coming. Cunningham has 18 years of NFL experience. 18! This guy has been grinding in NFL front offices since 2008, and everywhere he goes, success follows. Let me break down his resume real quick because it's impressive. He started with the Baltimore Ravens for 9 seasons. You know what happened during that time? The Ravens made the playoffs every single year he was there. And they won a Super Bowl in his last season as an area scout in 2012. Then he moved to Philadelphia, spent 5 years with the Eagles. For playoff appearances in 5 years, including a Super Bowl victory in his first season there. That's not coincidence, folks. That's somebody who knows how to evaluate talent and build winning rosters. And now, he's been with the Chicago Bears since 2022 as their first ever assistant general manager. And guess what happened in 2025? The Bears won the NFC North for the first time since 2018. This guy has championship DNA running through his veins. But here's where it gets really interesting, and this is why I'm telling you to pay attention. Remember when the Falcons brought in Matt Ryan? Yes, that Matt Ryan, Matty Ice himself, to become president of football operations? That move seemed symbolic to a lot of people, right? Bring back the legend, make the fans happy, good PR move. Wrong! Arthur Blank doesn't make symbolic moves when it comes to football operations. Every decision has purpose, has strategy. And here's the connection that's gonna make your jaw drop. Matt Ryan and Ryan Poles, the current Bears GM who hired Cunningham, they were college teammates at Boston College. They're not just colleagues, they're friends. They have a relationship that goes back decades. You think that's coincidence? You think Matt Ryan becoming president of football operations right before the Falcons start looking for a new GM, and then immediately they're reaching out to his boy's right-hand man? Come on! This is orchestrated. This is a vision coming together. And it gets better. You know who else is in Atlanta right now? Ryan Pace. Former Bears GM, now Vice President of Football Operations for the Falcons. So you've got Pace who knows Cunningham's work ethic, you've got Matt Ryan who has connections to the Bears organization through polls, and you've got Cunningham who's been instrumental in Chicago's recent success. The pieces are connecting, people. Now, I want to address something because I know there are skeptics out there. Cunningham has interviewed for GM positions before Jacksonville, Tennessee, Washington, Arizona, and he didn't get those jobs. Some people are going to say, well, if he's so good, why hasn't anyone hired him yet? And that's actually the perfect question, because here's the answer: timing. When Cunningham was interviewing for those other positions, the Bears were still building. They had losing records. So people could look at his resume and say, okay, you were with winning organizations in Baltimore and Philly, but what have you done lately? Well, now we know what he's done lately. The Bears just won the NFC North. They're legit contenders. And Cunningham was right there helping build that roster alongside Ryan Poles. And you know what Cunningham himself said last spring when asked about not getting those previous GM jobs? He said, and I quote, "When it didn't work out, I'm not going to lie, it hurt." I'm not immune to that. But you've got to pick yourself off the mat, shake the cobwebs off, and start swinging again. That's the mentality we need in Atlanta. Someone who's been tested, who's faced rejection, who's proven they can bounce back. We don't need somebody who's had everything handed to them, we need a fighter. So what does Ian Cunningham bring to the Falcons? First, proven success. Everywhere he's been, teams have won. That's not luck, that's skill and talent evaluation. Second, he knows offense. The guy was an offensive lineman at the University of Virginia. He understands the trenches. He understands what it takes to build a dominant offense. And look at what we've got here in Atlanta: Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts, Drake London, Michael Penix Jr. We've got offensive weapons. We need somebody who can maximize that talent and continue building around it. Third, he's got connections. With Matt Ryan as president of football operations and Ryan Pace already in the building, Cunningham would be walking into an environment where there's already trust, already established relationships. That matters more than people think. And finally, he's hungry. This guy has been so close to landing a GM job multiple times. He wants this. And when you get somebody who's motivated to prove themselves, who's got something to prove to the entire league, that energy is contagious. Now, I want to be clear, Cunningham is not the only candidate the Falcons are looking at. There will be other names, other interviews. But what I'm telling you is that this interview is significant. The fact that the Falcons are reaching out to him now, with all these connections in place, with the Bears coming off a division title, with Arthur Blank clearly building a specific structure with Matt Ryan and Ryan Pace, this isn't just checking a box. This is targeting someone who fits a vision. And if the Falcons do hire Cunningham, the Bears get 2 compensatory third-round draft picks. So Chicago would benefit too. It's a win-win situation. Look, Falcons Nation, we're at a crossroads. The decisions made in the next few weeks are going to shape this franchise for years to come. Arthur Blank is building something here, you can feel it. Matt Ryan coming back, restructuring the front office, targeting specific candidates with proven track records and championship experience. Ian Cunningham might not be the flashiest name, but he might be exactly what the Falcons need: someone with the experience, the connections, and the hunger to help bring a championship to Atlanta. This is just the beginning of the GM search, and trust me, there's more to come. Hit that subscribe button because we're going to be covering every development, every interview, every move the Falcons make. The revolution is here, people. And it starts now. Go Falcons!